Hello everybody, welcome to Learning Japanese with Marcelo, Mr. Piggy. This lesson we will be learning the verb 信じる. Okay, it's a regular verb, which means it's a little bit easier for us to change it into the main four forms that we have, that we basically need in order to make daily conversation in Japanese. And 信じる means to believe or to trust. Okay. Now, the kanji here is shin, okay? If you are a little bit familiar with kanjis, you will notice that this is ninben, which is basically person, and this is the kanji of to talk or to say something, you, right? So from that, from those kanjis, you kind of get the meaning of believing, which basically is you are trusting, you're believing something that someone said, right? The hiragana followed is jiru, right? And because it's a regular verb, you will basically just be changing ru for masu, nai, and te. Okay, easy peasy. So let's have a look at the first form, which is our jishoke, the dictionary form. And the sentence here is kami-sama wo shinjiru. Kami-sama wo shinjiru. Kami-sama wo shinjiru. Okay? Kami-sama means God and belief. Okay? To believe in God. So in this case, wo we could translate into in, believe in God. But as you guys might know already, in Japan we basically have two religions, Buddhism and Shintoism, and they are, well, Shintoism is more, maybe we would get a little bit closer to using kami-sama, because in Shintoism we believe that like some elements from nature are gods, so then we could say that they are kami-sama, which in fact, interesting thing is that in this season of the year, we have the tsukimi, which is that period of the year where we have we have a beautiful moon, and we have a lot of temples and shrines that do special special situations that you can go and you can contemplate the moon over the temple at night. It's beautiful. But anyway, it's in that case, because we are contemplating the moon, we say tsukisama, right? So my point is that you will see a lot of like elements of the nature, ohisama or tsukisama, which is like sun and moon, referring to them as gods. Okay, so this comes from the Shinto religion, which is originally something that we have in Japan. Buddhism, as you know, doesn't really come from Japan, right? So it's very interesting, but we don't really believe in the God that we know in the Western culture. Okay, so that's a little bit tricky when you were using or when you were hearing this word in Japan. Okay, anyway, moving on, the next one is our masuke, which is a polite way of using the verb. Okay, so for example, here the sentence is sensei no hanashi wo shinjimasu. Sensei no hanashi o shinjimasu. Sensei no hanashi o shinjimasu. Okay, this means I believe. We don't have the subject here, but we could translate as I believe in the talk or that the teacher made. Right? This is kind of tricky to translate, but basically hanashi is a talk or a chat, or we could even translate as a topic or something that this person was saying. So if I say watashi no hanashi, I'm saying basically what, for example, if I say watashi no hanashi o shinjite kudasai, ne? I would translate it more naturally as believe on what I'm saying. Right, so we could translate also like to believe on what the teacher is saying. Okay, although if you translate it, this is not a verb but a noun. Okay, hanashi. But also, just memorize as a set of words that it's always going to be persons plus no hanashi. Okay? So, watashi no hanashi, anata no hanashi, kanojo no hanashi. Okay? So, and you can translate as what I'm saying, what she is saying, what they are saying. Okay? In this case, what the teacher is saying. So, I believe on what the teacher is saying. Okay? Even though it sounds crazy, for example. Okay. Next one is the negative form. So the verb is shinjinai, okay? And the sentence here is そんな噂を信じないでください. Okay? そんな噂を信じないでください. そんな噂を信じないでください. Please don't believe in this sort of wasa would be, what's the word for that, rumor, I would say. Okay, so please don't believe on, in this sort of rumor. Sonna wasa. So remembering that sonna, basically we are referring to something that was referred referring person that was referred. We are talking about something that was already discussed in this conversation. Okay, so we have a context in here. Good. So sonna wasa is something that we just talked about, or somebody came to you and said, "Oh my God, I just heard this about you." So referring to that story, you will say sonna. Okay, konna is this sort of. Sonna is that sort of. Okay. So, そんな噂を信じないでください. Please don't believe on what you just heard. No, that kind of rumor. It's this is what we're trying to say here. Good. Last one, everybody. This is the imperative form. So basically, it's when you are asking someone or ordering someone, but in this case, it's asking someone to believe in you. Okay. So 信じて. So here the sentence is 俺のこと. We could say を. Okay, here I just removed to be kind of more casual. 俺のこと信じてください. Okay, 俺のこと信じてください. To make it even more casual, if it's somebody like really close to you, like your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your best friend, you would say くれ instead of ください. Okay, so if you're a big fan of anime, probably you heard this already, because it's very, we don't use say 僕 or 私 when you're talking to someone close to you. You say 俺, or girls usually say 私. Okay, so 俺のこと means, if you translate it, こと basically is like the matter or the things, but this you can memorize as a whole like set of words, which means basically in me. Okay, myself, me. So believe me would be the natural translation here, I believe. Please believe me, or we could even use trust me, right? Please trust me. 俺のことを信じてくれ. Don't believe on what you're saying or what you heard, that kind of wasa, right? So trust me, believe me. 俺のことを信じてくれ. Or more polite, 僕のことを信じてください。私のことを信じてください. Okay? And that's it to everybody. This is the verb for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next lesson, I will be introducing the verb noru, which means to get on. Basically, you will be using when you explain how do you commute to work or school or that kind of stuff. Okay? So see you next lesson then. それではまた。バイバイ。